Must play ball.
Ooh, and right away,
Yeah,
a little puzzle for me here. Jim Nance, Syracuse goes 2-3 zone, as I said the other night. Minimum principles.
Yeah, those principles, you got to get those in there, Bill.
And boy, right away they go to that soft spot. You got to make that shot or make a decision. And then watching West Virginia over the year, they've only played against zone a little bit. They know that area of the floor. Once in a while, they'll put two people on the elbows to attack the zone because Syracuse loves to take the three away.
Well, they certainly gave the Aztecs of San Diego State, which was the 6th seed, fits the other day. Of course, San Diego State ended up launching 43s against them. 40. Down into the paint they go, and they're going to come back out with it. It's stolen.
Nice play.
Forced by Culver.
The long arms. Of course, he's very active here. They can get him some touches below.
Comes up short. Oh, Boeheim made that difficult for him from close range.
Matthews right on Buddy Boeheim. Didn't stay with him, though.
Speaking of Buddy Boeheim, Buddy Buckets comes right out with his first shot from 3.
How about a nice little screen to free him? A little faulty. Bob Huggins is steaming over there on the sideline. That's the soft spot now. I think they're going to have to put a forward or a guard in there to make those decisions, but just the ability to turn, just a nice little setup there. Oh, he has a great release. I think it's all, as we noted the other night, just that little bump sets that up. I think Mom's done a great job teaching this youngster.
Give Julie the credit, no doubt. So Guerrier ties up Culver, and the arrow goes to the orange. What a defensive play that was by Quincy Guerrier. Here he is at this end of the floor, trying to drive in, squeezes up the shot, tap, no, gets it back, still no whistle, and it's chased down by McNeil.
Now, very tough to get easy baskets. They retreat, and right away they're on that three-point line. They don't mind extending. Nice dive.
Boy, contesting every dribble. McNeil takes it.
He's got some range, we know that.
Bridges keeps it alive at this end.
They played well, I thought, against Morris. They made some early goals.
Guerrier with a couple of nice plays at that end of the floor the last 2 trips. Gerard.
They need him to do this. He gets out early. Jim Boeheim telling both of us, he's starting to come back to where they thought he would be. Ups and down a little bit, according to the coach, during the year.
So they hit 15 threes on Friday night, school tournament record. They got 2 already, and that's a charge on Culver as he knocks down Dolezaj. Dolezaj not afraid to stand in there for anybody. He's still talking about when he tried to take that charge against Zion Williamson a few years back. Well, doesn't matter.
In fairness, a soft wind might knock him over, though. You know, he's slight of body, but offering up and selling it.
That's what makes it impressive. He's willing to stay in there with that stick frame.
And what were you saying to me? He got his tooth handed to him a little bit.
He had a chipped tooth in the game this year against Georgetown. It curtailed some of his pizza eating, which is his favorite pastime. Here's Boeheim stepping up for the 2.
And make him put it on the deck. Nice hustle.
On the line, though, was Griffin to go the other way.
Well, they look scrappy, don't they, Syracuse? Showing a lot of emotion.
Same kind of intensity they had on Friday.
Very much so.
So West Virginia now with its 6th trip down the floor of this game, still looking for his first points. Put up 4 shots.
And what this zone does, takes Deuce out of the game a little bit. His dribble drive, his creativity. There's that double elbow, but you got to squeeze it.
Talk about that length all the time, Bill.
Yep.
Saw it right there.
Yeah, Bridges got to squeeze that baby, though. This kid really knows how to play. Makes plays.
There's Griffin. Trying to drive in, and it's called on him. Griffin, take it away.
It was nice to see him get on track for Syracuse and their cause. A little dribble drive, moving on his feet. Goodness, I thought he had a little bit of an angle on that particular play.
It sure looked like it. Of course, Griffin, who averages 15 points a game, has not hit a shot from the field in the last 2 Syracuse games.
I know, he's been really struggling. He needed that. That's when they got him going a little bit early.
Taz Sherman, number 12, has come onto the floor for West Virginia.
He can make shots. Not a good look here by Matthews. Anticipating McNeil sliding to that corner. I'm sure they've gone over this particular aspect of it. Hit the middle, look under, look opposite. This guy's been around for a long time with a lot of success.
Long enough to get his 900th career win on Friday night in the opening round victory in the first round against Morehead State. He needs 2 more wins to tie Bob Knight, which when we visited with him yesterday, great admiration.
He sure does.
Coach Knight, it'll mean a lot to him when he gets to that point. Will it be in this year's tournament or will it be next year? Well, we'll see. Gerard.
But on the catch, they got to be there. Pretty good job by Sherman.
Yeah, Sherman was in his face. 4 turnovers committed already by the Mountaineers.
They are a good ball faking team too. Freeze the D and find people.
4 minutes in, still looking for their first points. They
Nice
get it
look.
right here inside the Matthews.
Nice job by McNeil. You know you got to shoot, so he's got a guy hugging him. Good find.
Almost tied up. Look at McBride. Look at McBride.
Look, he's
Fighting
slow.
for it. Gerard, though, gets away.
Numbers now.
Big time numbers. 3 on, well, 5 on
Underneath.
3.
Underneath, McNeil got him. The big guy up top.
How about this start, Bill?
Pretty impressive, really. A lot of enthusiasm and shush it early. Just lighten it up early.
6-2 start for the Orange. Let's go over to Tracy.
Well, Jim, I asked Coach Boeheim what he said to Buddy after that 30-point performance on Friday night, and he said nothing. He said, we don't talk during games, we don't talk after games. He said, we don't have to. We just have such a bond that has grown over the years. Buddy grew up as a ball boy for the team and crying after losses. But he said it was extremely special to share his first NCAA win with his father. He said, this means everything to me. It's something we'll cherish forever. That's my best friend. Jim?
How about that, huh?
Well, you saw Buddy. Of course, he's a twin. You saw his older brother, Jimmy, who played at Cornell. Put up a lot of points there. Scan this code now. Here it is. To watch live games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today.
You know, Merck, a lot of people, Merck will be disappointed to find that he has a soft side. Now, let's see what they come out with again. There's that little turn. He can make that shot too. I like that distribution. Get a good look.
There's Merritt.
Out of the timeout.
Boeheim gives it up quickly to Gerard. Take advantage of a screen for a moment. Double up on him. They got Buddy wide open. Not a clean catch.
You got to be careful with that double up, though. These kids can jack them with confidence. Look at the size with Culver.
Over at 6'10", playing way outside. Gerard, he's only made one.
Watch it.
2.
This kid.
You feeling it, don't you?
He's had some nights, and Jim Boeheim said the same thing. He's starting to round into form.
57th straight start for the sophomore from Glens Falls, New York, where he set the New York State high school scoring record.
A pretty area of the country, and Deuce trying to line it up, and he does.
There it is, Deuce with a tray.
Fredette territory, right up that way?
You're talking about Gerard, yes. Glens Falls.
Yeah. Right on.
3 of this, and Griffin finally got a bucket.
He's too good to be quiet too long.
And she had recent 26-point outburst against Georgia Tech, 22 against Clemson, but had not made a shot from the field since 3 games ago. Here's a shot wildly put up. Mountaineers hit the glass. His last touch by Syracuse. Last touch by Griffin.
Yeah, they're willing to have Culver get that shot. You know, I would prefer one of the small forwards or one of the guards slipping in there. They got some shooters on the floor right now. Extend the zone, should open up that passing lane. There you go again.
It's Matthews.
And that's more like it. More like it.
And they got a foul as well. Guerrier's going to be whistled for it.
Well, great timing on that entry pass, and then the duck in. Just stepping in there, just a great coordination of effort. You knew Huggy was going to come in with a lot of things, a lot of different looks, and that's the one area when you watch Syracuse, if somebody does beat them or decimate this zone. It's they change. Once they take something away, you have to make an adjustment.
So the junior from Youngstown, Ohio, who's first team all Big 12 and a career 1,000-point scorer, gets to three-point play.
Gamble sellout.
Griffin back outside with it.
Well, they are not giving Buddy any breathing room.
Right in his face.
Should help others.
Yep. Like right here. Good, another one.
You got to give something up when you're isolating one.
Guerrier gives Syracuse its 5th field goal, all from outside, and a dunk down low by Matthews.
How about that coordination, huh?
Orange hitting the threes, 5 of them. West Virginia scoring in the paint. There's a bump with the body on Matthews.
And Culver down there keeping everybody busy, and a nice dive by Matthews. Culver, Dolezaj has to pay attention to him. A nice little setup, little dive to the tin for number 11.
Number 2, Jalen Bridges returns for West Virginia.
They bring back one of the starters, the freshman Jalen Bridges, as Matthews goes to the bench.
Ooh, that could have been a carry.
Another attempt by Griffin after hitting the last one that he took.
They sprint back, Jim, don't they? Those orange shirts, they get ready. Not going to get any easy buckets.
Well, I love what you said the other night. Coach Huggins knows it when you play Syracuse. What Boeheim does is he really goes out and recruits players that are going to fit into his defense. Then he'll figure out a way to coach them up on offense.
Now, if you ever went to his practice, I know you have over the years, they drill situations in the zone. It's just not like put your hands up like the Tavern League, stand still, hope somebody misses a shot and walk it up. Nice.
Picking to the paint they go. Stuck and traveled. Traveling call on Bridges. Coca-Cola, cherry, sweet, bubbly, and unbelievably delicious. 17-10 start here for Syracuse.
Boeheim on the floor, really deflects, great defender, picks up charges. Not a great offensive player. But boy, he contributes on this end.
Sophomore for West Virginia from Toronto.
Now look at this pressure defense. Press Virginia. Is it back?
I like it. Dolezaj kicks it outside. Braswell steps in for the 2. He had a couple of threes the other night.
Well, he has helped them deep in the bench. He's one of those long, lean guys as well. Look how high they are on the front. It's almost like a 3-2. They bait you to throw it to the corner because they're going to trap it.
McBride. And a long rebound out to Girard. He's got Boeheim up ahead. And switches at the last moment to the far side to Braswell. They're closing in on Boeheim up ahead.
Good decision, really.
Every starter has scored for the Orange. Just 8 minutes in. Take the jump, drive it in for the basket.
Oh, that's a little, just raise that head with the pump. You get a bite, put it on the deck and challenge. Boeheim.
First made 2-point basket by the Orange.
Held in abeyance there defensively, the big guy. He's not going to take that shot. I don't know. They charge again.
Yeah, they got him.
How about this?
Boeheim.
Wow. Dolezaj, he doesn't have to see the dentist, but he can pick up some charges.
Second time in this game already, Bill.
Yeah.
Strong charge. 9 double-digit seeds advancing to this round. And we got a double-digit seed right here. Number 11 seed, Syracuse in that Midwest bracket. Taking on the 3. Good start for the Orange, as Coach Boeheim has told us now a couple of times this week, Bill. We're in the best position we've been in all year. What makes him say that?
Well, I just think they're rounding into shape. Guys are stepping up. I talked about the ability to make the threes. Girard is one of those guys. He's gotten a little deeper with Edwards at that center spot. Boy, a wide open drive here.
Dolezaj, good body control between a couple of Mountaineers.
Well, you are right, protecting that ball big time. See what they come with out of the timeout now, West Virginia. Over sneaking, a replacement.
And McCabe handling the ball. Now that ball kicked, right back to him.
Just can't get through. You can't get 2 to play 1. That's part of the problem here.
Culver,
Nice help.
able to drive around Dolezaj. Good rebound by Guerrier. Make sure no one takes it out of his hands. Girard. That's his 3rd.
Goodness.
Now you know why. Averaged 50 points a game as a high school junior.
He's part of McNamara's band.
How about that?
Those deep shooters like Jerry, the assistant coach. Once again, an open look, and look at this steal.
There he is, Gerard.
He is playing well.
Around Sherman to Boeheim with the quick draw. Only Culver underneath.
Just slide a little bit left. Cost him.
Last 7 points to the Qs.
Great length, particularly on the wings where they get deflections. And that's not the decision maker in there. That is right there, Sherman.
Culver, nobody there when he turns around.
So you're going to give him that all night, right?
They did. Man, they were way off of him.
Not that he can't make them, but the preference would be some guys who can really fill it on a consistent basis. Look how far you have to cover because of the deep threat.
Here's Gerard with 3 threes for 9 points and 4 assists. Lost it that time, his first turnover. As West Virginia this and has not had a bucket in 4 minutes.
Great adjustment.
That ends right there. Sherman.
He's tough.
Senior from the Houston area, Missouri City, Texas.
You can make him deep. I knew you'd slide that one in the hometown.
Yeah, you got to. Any chance I get.
Absolutely.
Around Culver. What a move it is by Guerrier.
Well, they have arrived, others to contribute.
Third team all ACC. We've got a timeout. Huggins didn't like what he saw defensively. Enough of that. And it's a 14-point lead by Syracuse.
Jim Boeheim is candid. Can defend you, but his offense is subtle. Just a little bump. Nobody goes over the top. Nobody shows. Right here again. Use that brush screen, and here a little dribble, drive, and kick, and get those puppies organized. Forget football, the way you drill those jumpers.
Look at the shot chart they've made. Well, better percentage from 3 than 2. They've had 4 different players who've hit a 3 already in this game. And over the course of Friday night and this one, 21 of 36 from out there. That's 58%.
Jimmy, we said the other night, it's hard to explain to people. You have not seen this zone. It is very difficult. And one-day preparation with the length, take away things, take your individual ability. And that is deep.
Sherman.
That is a deep settle with length right on you. Dari now is another guy who's extended the bench and playing much better.
Yep, he and Braswell both giving him a lot. That ball slips off the knee, actually, of Boeheim going back the other way.
He had a chance there to pull up a little sooner, could have knocked it down. Going to get a little break.
Of course, he had that huge first half against the Aztecs when at one time he just went all on his own for minutes and minutes and minutes. 16 straight points for Syracuse.
I just could not believe. This is a great angle to look at that zone. Watch the length and the coverage. If you go to the corner deep, and they're going to trap that. Look at this reaction, the collection of the bigs. No easy looks, get you deep in the shot clock, make you uncomfortable. You end up taking a tough shot.
Mountaineers operating without Culver. Wrap around pass Matthews.
Again.
Off the floor, look at the orange. Osaboyan unable to hit in the paint.
Little grab by McCabe there at half court. They got to get something out of their defense, the Mountaineers. An opportunity to run the floor.
First foul on McCabe. What a hot start for Syracuse for the second straight game. Trying to get to the Sweet 16. They've held West Virginia to 12 points in 12.5 minutes. Only 1 3 knocked down by the Mountaineers. Gerard 3 for 3. Talked about his football prowess. Yeah, he was a 2-sport star in Glens Falls, New York. Was actually offered to play football and basketball on scholarship by Tulane, but stays in state just a couple of hours away. I mentioned his 50-point scoring average in basketball as a junior. Slacked off the senior year draft to 48.6.
Coach froze him out. You know, you said his dad also played, right? Look,
Yes, he
you
did.
can't leave this kid. They are very lucky. This is what attack the zone before it settles.
Pull up.
There you go. He's got a good pull-up game, this kid. This is a future All-American you just saw there. This kid is talented, great feel for the game. Looks like a great teammate from a distance, too. Look at this.
Wide open Richmond. He got free somehow.
Oh, Dolajai sort of jammed them up, really. And a listen screen.
McBride. He's just a sophomore out of Cincinnati.
I wouldn't mind him on that foul line. Look at the recovery they have.
Can't know, as Matthews had Syracuse players arms up, denying.
Early in the year, they really didn't play well at that center spot of the zone. That drove Jim Boeheim nuts. Now they are out of bounds.
On the line once he grabbed hold of it.
Oh, Shaboyan really
Shaboyan.
always in the middle of things, Jim. He's got good hands, very active. The problem, he's got tough covers with all these perimeter guys.
Boeheim's going to come back in for Gerard. Boeheim hit that first shot that he took. And this one's missed his last three. And coming back on the floor is Bridges, starter for the Mountaineers. Matthews down.
Guerrier on the floor. Very tough match, I think, for Osaboyan. He can elevate now if he wants. Dolajai.
Doubled up.
Nice cut.
And off the glass to the line for a couple.
And that's that matchup. Osaboyan lacking.
First round coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship is underway on ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, and ESPNU. For more information on game times and listings, go to NCAA.com. That foul on McBride is first.
It's really interesting when you watch Syracuse. Jimmy does things that other coaches do late in the game. Nobody on the foul line, everybody back, ready for the defense. Just interesting. Up empty. Ooh, they weren't pretty, were they?
No, that second one was pretty rough. Cave thought about it. Down low, they let him too much. Osaboyan unable to get to that one.
He was locked in on Dolajai, trying to jam it, not getting a good angle. Once again, it's mystifying and frustrating. I'm sure he's trying to figure out what can we do to get some decent looks.
7 turnovers his team has committed as Sean McNeil will come in and replace McCabe.
That is where they got to get it started, West Virginia. Be tough, get some stops, time together. And there's that little bump, they got an offensive foul.
Guerrier.
Yeah, that's that little play they like to run.
It's amazing how far back, though, Boeheim and Huggins go. Had a couple of people ask me that, and actually, the second game that Boeheim ever coached as a head coach at Syracuse, the second game. This is back in November of '76. The starting point guard for West Virginia was Bobby Huggins.
Oh.
This is the second game Boeheim was on that bench.
Didn't he recruit him? Didn't he recruit him?
They go back, looked at him for sure.
A nice little get Bridges in there now. Elevate. Well, look at the collapsing D.
3 around him.
And even here, the recovery. Oh,
Another
another
turnover, the 8th one. Sherman thought there would be a cut.
Well, usually the dribble drive collapses D, but they just respond beautifully. Look, straight up, tall as can be, forced to kick out the extra pass, and it is tough. Goodness, gives you nightmares trying to prepare for the Cuse.
Boeheim.
Oh, boy, they are right on him, aren't they?
Not letting him get that quick shot off. And Culver able to grab that with no one around him.
And look at the retreat, though. Nothing easy. Oh, no challenge on that shot.
Down and out. Put back and a foul call on Griffin. Bridges was trying to go up with it. Second one on Griffin.
West Virginia over the years, I think this is one of their better offensive shooting teams. Generally, over the years, they would shoot it and chase it. Sometimes that offensive rebound was their best offense.
West Virginia, Bill, scoreless for 4 minutes. Remember what happened to San Diego State the other night? Going scoreless almost the last 10 minutes of the first half, 9 and change. Paramount Plus is here, folks. You're going to have it. You're going to want it. Live sports, breaking news, a mountain of entertainment. Paramount Plus debuted early this month of March. Try it now for free.
And they got Edwards on the floor now. And with that longer wingspan, he's rebounding well. Had a little hook the other night.
So the member of the all-freshman team in the Big 12 hits a couple of free throws.
Dari's got to be careful. And this is an excellent defender. Look at those legs. Goodness. Retreat, recover.
Bride all over him.
Look at this.
I mean, hand on it.
Got to give it up.
Tapped it into the backcourt. Richmond stays with it.
What a play.
Last moment, gives it up to Dolezaj to get the assist.
How about Dari hanging tough?
That looked like a steal was in the making, didn't it?
Sure it was.
He hung with it.
He needed a string or a fork. He's got that hook.
Colbert trying to feed it. Dolezaj got there first.
He's not the playmaker. They got to stay in touch. West Virginia get in halftime.
Edwards on the floor now for Syracuse, number 14. There's Boeheim. Front of the rim, tapped by Braswell, but over instead to Bridges, not a teammate.
Nice deflection.
Braswell knocked it out.
And they get back, see the ball. You know, these 2 games in, what, 2.5 days? Tough on the legs, too, and that's what impacts your shot. And Buddy Boeheim could be part of the reason, plus the great defense. Look at the hands, deflections. Oh. Number 10, is that, if I'm not mistaken? Nice steal. This kid won't give up. Good foul.
10 turnovers. Yet the Q's only has 2 points off of those 10.
But it is puzzling and frustrating as a team or as a unit when you're not getting good clean looks, good clean passes.
Gerard back in for Buddy Boeheim. First foul on Dolezaj. With 4 minutes to go in the first half, that's been dominated by Syracuse. We have not had a lead change in this building yet today. Bill is loyal.
You're right.
The noon game went wire to wire.
2 great starts. Look at the trap in the corner. That's what you got to do. Get in the teeth. Well, that is a deep look. But why not?
Make the handle. He can handle it.
He sure can. That's what you got to do. Get in the cracks and just disperse. Nice little dish by Deuce.
Braswell in the paint. Dolezaj not there. Bridges pulls it down. Looking for another quick bucket after going 5
Look at this.
One, and it's tapped by Richmond.
He gets 3 a game, or he's had 3 a game.
Richmond will save it on the baseline. Go out to Braswell for a 3 from the wing. Tip and over the back.
Dolezaj, second one, Jim.
2 in the last minute. 3 minutes to go in the first half. The Orange leading from the start. Now 11. And now here are real strength moments presented by Dove Men Plus Care. Talk about some of that strength, Bill.
Well, the detail to business, how they collapse and help one another. Great coordination. Don't leave a guy on an island. Great support in the defensive end. That's why this guy's won so many games. He's gotten a lot of guys in the shoe and broadcasting business.
28% is all they've allowed so far for the Mountaineers. Let's see if they can make a dent into that double-digit deficit in the last 3 minutes of the half.
I love when they dribbled between 2 defenders. And you've got to do it quickly because they close. But that's a tough entry there.
Well, they got it there to Culver, and he got fouled.
Maybe Edwards, I think.
That was a tough entry pass, but Culver able to grab it. Yes, Edwards, who is a good-looking prospect also, sophomore from the Netherlands, Amsterdam.
Reached down and cost them, but you know, Bob Huggins is going to come with different wrinkles. They've got to close nicely to stay in touch this half and then see what they can do to jumble up this terrific zone defense.
Coach Huggins telling us yesterday how much his guys cherish this opportunity to compete in this tournament after last year taken away from him. I know that a lot of people would echo that sentiment this year in the tournament. The gratitude they have for being back to March Madness.
They got to be careful with the deuce. And defensively, look at how close he and the hands. Little double up.
Way outside to defend.
They're not going away.
Boeheim looks up, then drives on Bridges.
Tough shot,
Yeah,
though.
just throws it up. Look at the putback. Yes.
How about that?
Wow. Braswell.
We'll be in the right spot.
Sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida, is coming on. As Coach Boeheim said, he's more of a factor now.
And here's that look again. And just what area is open. That foul line seems open, but the width, the hands up, the capabilities to cover one another, and boy, that is deep.
That is two from out there.
That takes care of dribble drive and hit that high post.
They got to move back the three-point line for him.
He does have some range.
He's like 8 feet beyond it. Oh, you can do that. I can too.
Wow.
I can too, says Gerard.
Goodness. The third is back. Nice cut. That's that trap in the corner. You got to get rid of it quickly. Look at the cover.
There's an open look. As open as you get.
Absolutely. Inside out. Has its impact. Oh, and Matthews on the catch for Buddy Boeheim. Dolajai.
Get it down to Edwards. Passed around a couple of times. The Mountaineers have it with a minute to go in the half.
Yeah, showing some toughness on the defensive end right now.
They brought it down from 14 to 8. A chance to get even closer. Making a mark before the half. They try to lob it to Culver. It's off the hands of Edwards. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Scores and highlights. Latest NCAA tournament news coming up. AT&T at the half.
And that length of Edwards came in handy. Here we are back in now. And you're taking Dolajai out.
Dolajai with the 2 fouls.
And a good move. And just be careful of the lob.
Yep, Matthews was signaling for it. Has to get it in the corner instead.
that-
He's in trouble.
There's that trap, and they rotate.
Turn around, front of the rim. And Edwards collects it for the Qs.
Colleges don't think 2 for 1. They'll just wait and get the best they can. Oh, goodness, you got to be careful, don't you?
Oh, you can always feel like McBride is a second away from getting it back for his side.
A lot of people envy you, by the way. I don't know if you realize that.
Hey,
Being
trust
part
me.
of that for so many years.
Count my blessings to be able to have all these years of going from the tournament to Augusta.
It's just great theater.
It's crazy. It's going to be just amazing to have it back in its traditional spot on the calendar, the second weekend of April. But we got a little basketball tournament to settle first, and it's off to a maddening, great, exciting start, isn't it?
Oh, nice pass.
Somehow they got there, and it's off the hands of Culver.
They put Dolajai back in for that offensive scheme. He's one of those guys that does set up Buddy Boeheim well.
Got 9 seconds to shoot, 20 left in the half.
Well, there's a perfect trap. Perfect.
How does he get it out? He does. Boeheim. He'll take that one all day. And is pulled down by McBride.
This kid is a stud.
He's got plenty of time.
Nice
6
little run here.
to a slashing Matthews, and the foul is going to be called.
Dolajai, too.
Dolajai,
Number 3.
he picks up number 3 with 4 seconds to go in the half.
Put him in for offense and get hurt on the other end.
That's what he was trying to avoid, was Boeheim when he took him out just a short while ago.
He knows. He's not upset about the pregame meal not being pizza. He's upset at that 3rd foul. Great approach to the game.
So some good things going for the Mountaineers late in this half. Trimming the lead from 14 to 8. Now a chance to get closer and getting a 3rd on Dolajai.
And your point about all those turnovers not really costing them in terms of numbers.
Matthews, junior from Tacoma, Washington. Gets it to 7. Bring Edwards back in for Syracuse.
For Syracuse, number 14, Jesse
Boeheim comes in for West Virginia,
Adrian Johnson.
as well as Johnson.
And number 3, Boeheim.
Bobby has that little bar stool over there. Did you notice?
Oh, yeah.
Not that he's enjoyed that seat over the years elsewhere.
Outside the arena.
Correct.
2 for 2.
Then closing this.
Girard wants it. Gonna try to cut it off, make him earn it.
Watch him.
Puts it up. Almost. A 13-5 close for West Virginia, Bill.
Pretty impressive. Defense toughened up, pushed it, got some open opportunities, inside-out passes, and knocked down shots.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Syracuse 35, West Virginia 29. We'll send you to AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Well, it's all here in Indiana. The tournament, that is, and Syracuse leads by 6. Only able to score 2 points off 11 turnovers, Bill, in that first half. You saw the first half stats presented by Wendy's. West Virginia mounted a nice little rally there at the end of the first half, making up 8 points. They were down 14. Got the third foul on Dolezaj, too.
Got to the foul line a little bit, chased some rebounds, but this defense is just so difficult. I mean, you spend the majority of your practice against this zone. You're forgetting about your offense, and it's just amazing the ability to collapse, to collect at the rim, always being in the right spot. We always talk about the length, and why not? A little bit of a closeout course late, the ability inside out. The deuce, get them loose.
The Deuce did lead them in scoring in the first half, Raft, with 8. And let's go over to Tracy.
Well, Jim, I spoke with Bob Huggins, and he said we just need to calm down and make the right pass. We are getting the ball right where we want it so we can attack them in that zone. We have to limit the turnovers and hit open shots, and we need to push it harder in transition. He also said the early ball screen in transition has hurt them. They need to get off the screen better and make better rotations defensively.
Spoken like an old point guard.
Absolutely. I recruited him, by the way. I don't know if you remember that conversation.
Yeah, I do, because there was a plane ticket involved that never got back to you.
Exactly.
Hurt the budget, huh?
The priest, well, they wanted their money back.
Bridges. That could have cut it in half. Missed on the 3. His mother threw away the paper ticket, I guess, huh? Never they could
Exactly.
find it.
I got fired over that.
In those days, you didn't have a way to electronically get the credit and refund. Girard. Outside Dolezaj hits the jumper.
So smart. Saw the dribble drive, vacated the low area, and moved out.
5th assist for Girard.
He's got to be careful. He's in the center of that zone. A lot of contact. Culver digging in. Is it going to this now? Post up, nice pass.
Matthews slams it home.
And great find. A talented backcourt performer.
They got a double on him, including Culver, squeezing it out.
Dangerous with the double because they got such great perimeter shooters.
Guerrier.
Goodness.
Knocks down a 3.
And how uncomfortable Culver was that far over by the Syracuse bench. Not his area of expertise.
Guerrier now with 10. He had his lowest outpoint of the season with just 3 against the Aztecs in 28 minutes. Culver is denied.
They should look opposite. He had an open look.
They walled up and knocked it down. Boeheim. There you go. First basket since 53 seconds into the game, Billy.
And Jim, he came out and took a ton of jump shots. Or he did that, or he got a phone call from Julie, his mom. And what he was doing wrong, getting the legs into it. Nice pass.
And the pass gets there eventually, and Culver banks it home.
Nice look by Matthews. 2 nice plays by him to finish in that one.
Culver was only 1 out of 8 from the field before that one. Double up again. Girard in trouble.
That's a backcourt.
Yes, it is. Great job at defending there, doubling up Girard by West Virginia.
Yeah, he's got to make a decision, keep it in the middle of the floor. Don't move that sideline as a third defender on the trap.
The two coaches, 2 of the 4 winningest active Division I coaches. You got Coach K at the top, then Boeheim, then Roy Williams, and then Bob Huggins. All of them 900 plus. Oh, that's off the mark, but put back up, and it goes for McNeil.
And mid-range, he's such a great deep shooter. That's a tougher shot for him. The one good thing West Virginia can do is hit the glass.
Look at this.
How about that one?
And Bridges jumps to the rebound.
And Griffin trying to get untracked a little bit. Culver loves to dig, put pressure on you.
Here's McBride. Back of the rim, no, and chased down by Girard. Making Glenn's fall. New York awfully proud.
Got to kick it here. You got Boeheim wide open.
Here he is for a second of the half. Yes.
Wow, that's the problem. When you put 2 on 1, they can light it up deep.
How about that? With those threes to start out the second half. Lead is at 11.
Once again.
Boy, Matthews turned right around on the catch. It's Girard.
Watch this.
On the wing, Boeheim. Going for his third in just a matter of minutes.
Everybody at that Syracuse sideline standing up.
Now they just felt it was automatic. And that got away from him. McBride led Culver too much. Is that what it was in the first half? Wasn't getting his legs into it?
Yeah, maybe we're giving it open. Who mom knows best,
Yes.
but boy, leave him open. And you can dance the fine tune the way he strokes it from deep.
Boy, when you talk to his dad about his son, and of course he's got to try to play it neutral, I guess, but all he wants to talk about is the effort. And the number of shots that he attempted through the years to make himself into a player.
Great respect for his son in that regard. Not a good look here.
Missed on the short one. That was Courier down low.
No early offense. Great retreat.
Back outside with it. Front of the rim it goes for McNeil, and then
Nice
bouncing
play.
it off the orange. Dolezaj.
How about his speed to get there, Jim?
Great save. McBride. Mountaineer basketball coming up out of the break. It was 6 at the intermission. It's 11 at the first break. And now Power behind the numbers. Presented by Powerade.
Well, we had the stash early. We got the little beard. I think Mom said to take that one off, buddy. Getting some good looks. Hasn't been able to, particularly early, and maybe not getting his legs into it. But right now, it's just a little high. You don't go over the top. You don't show. And why not kick it? Get them organized. And that's what Dolezaj, Jim mentioned that. Dolezaj is great at getting Buddy open opportunities.
Led the ACC with 73 three-point shots made. Proceeding these last 2 games, that number seems low.
Boeheim, one of those guys that not a great offensive threat. We know what he can do on the defensive end. And so others have to slip in there. Bridges one of them now.
Yep, he's going to take the shot, and he hits it.
Nice move. Going the little lock low on Dolezaj.
The freshman who had 15 against Morehead State in the first round game on Friday. An 84-67 win for the Mountaineers. Dolezaj says, "Oh, kick it back outside."
Number 4. Why would he not jump stop?
Number 4 it is.
The head is down. The wrath of the leader is going to be expressed in a moment, and that's what Boeheim does. Just
great credit to him.
Yeah, sacrifices his body. What do you need, coach?
And there, of course, is a player who drew a couple of charges early in this game, and now he has one go against him.
He was going to ask him what flavor of pizza he wanted there, by the way.
Teammates will kid him all the time. It's a steady diet for him. Inside, Sherman almost got the three-point opportunity.
And I love Boeheim. He's the one that cleared the path to get to the rim. Jim a little annoyed with his defensive scheme or reaction lately.
14, Jesse Edwards with the Syracuse personal foul. It's his second and the team's second. Number 12, Pat Sherman shoots 2.
Sherman, who had 19 in the Big 12 tournament game against Oklahoma State. By the way, what has the pandemic taught us about the safety of our students in school? 60 Minutes looks into a CDC study for answers. That's tonight on CBS after this game. West Virginia 9 for 9 from the line in the game.
Excuse me, Jim. Gerard's got to really be careful. Can't be loose around McBride. Just an excellent defender.
He's going to take it. Edwards able to keep it to this end.
Well, that's the danger. Oh, nice hands.
Putting it on the floor. It cost Guerrier. West Virginia looking very snappy at the start of this possession. Whipping it around over the bridges. And that's going to be
the top.
Yep. Shaboyan, the former Arkansas player, transferred in from there.
He's one of those nuts and bolts guys. Just rebounds, screens, picks up charges, gets deflections. Look a little sharp with him in there, though, on the offensive end. Nice cut.
Braswell lost the handle, so puts it back.
Nothing going inside, though. Could be a disastrous trip.
It's an empty trip as Bridges pulls it down.
They look a lot more confident on the offensive end. We'll take that shot.
Herman trying to bang it home. Oshaboyan outside.
And they are great chasing, though, on that offensive glass.
McBride able to get free. Oh, and another chance coming up. Bridges.
They got a foul before. That's number 3, I think, on Edwards.
So now you got issues with the big guys. Major issues.
They're really struggling, just competing on the glass. They are aggressive by nature. This is West Virginia of old, too. Not afraid to bang and get after chasing.
Mountaineers trying to take their program to the Sweet 16 for the 3rd time in the last 4 tournaments. Quickly now, up with it, O'Neal. Boy, they had some looks on this trip. They don't have anything to show for it.
Watch the delay. What a great play.
He played defense.
They read that, sniffed it out big time.
Sherman steps in.
Oh, another foul. Number 4.
4 on Edwards.
He took a shot, too.
He did.
A much better job on the approach. But how about that read and reaction? Goodness. And just not a good defensive stand. Got hurt. And McBride, not worried about the computers, the TVs?
Yeah, we didn't need that monitor anyway, did we? How's your telestrator?
That's still standing. But they look so different right now, West Virginia.
He's got a little cut on the face, side of the face.
They got to get somebody in.
Yeah,
They're not sure who they want to put in. They're going to rotate maybe Dolezaj.
I don't know. You still got almost 13 minutes to go in the game.
Well, Jim's begging because of this incident here. He thought something nefarious took place. It's just a good basketball maneuver. And he's just a little on the closeout. I think that's a basketball play, and the referees are agreeing with it.
There was nothing sinister there by intention.
Exactly.
Elbow came up and got him, but he was just going up with the basketball. So Dolezaj is coming out there. He's on the floor with the 4.
And there's that trap in the corner they love on the inbounds pass. Nice look. See, he just doesn't go offensively. He does. He does.
Sean McNeil.
Boeheim with the fine, boy. A different hop in their step, and they got the quick timeout. You don't have to score to be a contributor. Boeheim filling that lane inside out. A little nylon. Stepping up big time. Wow. Kick out. Finish.
Scan this code right now to watch live games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today. Well, this team has come from behind 5 times this year to win when facing double-digit deficits, including 19 down against Texas, 19 down to beat Oklahoma State. 12 against Texas Tech, 10 against Western Kentucky, and 10 against North Texas, which will be playing on this floor tonight against Villanova.
Should be a good one. There's a much kinder, gentler. Look at this. Osaboyan again.
Yeah, and it's McBride, too. Up ahead, Matthews races to knock it down.
Osaboyan could go empty on the scoreboard in terms of points, and his fingerprints are all over this comeback.
Boy, has this changed. Has this changed. 2-point ball game, 12 to go.
And no inside game right now.
Boeheim answers back with a 3.
How about that? Just the same play they started the game with. A little simple, a nuisance screen, basically.
Boeheim with 9 in this half.
Look at Osaboyan.
Clean block. Back to the Mountaineers. Shot clock still going at 12.
Osaboyan's going to pay rent in that lane.
Boy, can he shoot long range? Not this time, McNeil's made a couple of those from even beyond that.
Watch out.
Yeah, talking about way out there. Boeheim!
Wow, does that silence it a little bit?
Boy.
How could you relax? You've been playing great individual team. Hugging the guy.
He's been called since he was a kid Buddy Buckets. And he's come to life in this half. There's what we're talking about. Yes, this time for McNeil.
Again, a good decision by number 3, Osaboyan. A little longer Matthews on Buddy Boeheim. Got to get a hand up.
Beats the corner.
And look who picked up the charge.
They do.
Look at this kid. You're right. You deserve some plaudits. Just such a contributor. A little nylon from deep. Boy, you don't contest that. He's going to make you pay, and why not?
That was from the second S on March Madness.
He's going to give you an E, an N, and a D before it's over.
Yeah, he gets to the A. He's at midcourt. Here's a look at your game summary with 10:47 to play. Sean McNeil, who had a career-high 26 in a game this year against Texas Tech, leading the way in this one, hitting 4 threes for the Mountaineers.
And of course, a little lapse defensively. Got some open looks for the Cuse. Can't let them loose. Deep threats, particularly around an inside game now.
Billy, we got an old Big East matchup of yesteryear. Of course, now Syracuse in the ACC, West Virginia in the Big 12. They were league mates for a long time, nearly 20 years. Mountaineers have only turned it over once in this half after 11 in the first half.
Osaboyan really doing a good job screening, giving other guys opportunities. Nice new wrinkle. There you go.
Something else today.
He is loading it up.
Brings it back to 2. Yep, they're doing a lot of this with Osaboyan taking Culver's minutes.
Absolutely. This is tough for him out this far trying to guard, though. Got to put it on the deck and go by him. A little small change and why reach in? You've been playing great. Whether it's screen in or kicking it outside, not agreeing with a little cross-court look and being challenged. And look at that concentration. Form. Magical.
That's just the second team foul of the half on West Virginia.
And of course, they can be a little more aggressive with that in mind.
Buddy Boeheim, who's hit 4 out of 5 from 3 in this half. Now driving in, setting up a 3 for Braswell. Osaboyan jumps to the spot.
Put it on a plate there. Nice kick.
Chance to tie or take the lead right here.
Wow.
They do.
Goodness.
McNeil now with 20 on the game. He's hit 6 out of 9 from the outside.
Got to be poised now. Get yourself a good look.
Got our first lead change of the day.
The mismatch here if they want. Off the leg. Yeah. We were talking earlier about the S's by Buddy Boeheim. This kid gets the heels on the backcourt line and can drill them. Goodness, playing with a lot of confidence. And that opens a lot of the zone up now for opportunities in the lane.
Last 9 points to the Mountaineers. As well, driving in, giving it up, and that's last touch by West Virginia.
Boeheim really lucky. He just grabbed with those hands. He looks a little winded out there too. He's been out there logging a lot of minutes for him.
Dolishai's been out there for a while now with the 4 fouls. To the far side, Braswell. It's not there for him. 5 to shoot for Girard, so he has to launch.
Didn't hit.
Nope, and that is going the other way. What a stretch by West Virginia, 9-0 run.
Well, this is Huggy Bears kind of defense now. Throttling the offensive schemes. Very low key on that sideline from years ago.
Yeah, not quite as mercurial as I remember. Well, we still got 9 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Uh-oh, that'll get him stirred. Second turnover of the half. Boeheim head fake, gets to the hole. Smart. Gets it to go.
He knows, and Jim was pointing out, he knows exactly who's guarding him. Can he elevate, create a post-up or a layup?
Second lead change of the game. Back to Syracuse.
Good things happen when Boeheim gets it.
There, he's got it now.
Well, I didn't mean going on the offensive end. Kick it out.
Matthews able to wiggle free.
Look at this kid work.
Finally got a whistle.
He has been thoroughly involved in the whole scheme on the other end, but the ability to recognize who's guarding you, to elevate, in no way McBride can negate that opportunity. Heads up play.
Third foul on Guerrier. 2 shots here.
Struggles from the line.
Coca-Cola cherry. Sweet, bubbly, and unbelievably delicious. Richmond comes back onto the floor for the Orange.
You got to be careful now. If you're sorry, you got to squeeze. They'll tap it back. Both clubs got to know the percentages.
Missed them both. Dolishai is there off the tap for the rebound.
There's another case where he can post up with the dribble drive, which he does very well. A little small change, reach in. Taz. Well, Bobby's a little upset now.
He heard you were saying he's docile these days.
Great to see him back in the game.
So after a long absence, Culver comes back onto the floor. First team again, all Big 12.
Not good.
That's wide of the mark. We had the angle on that.
Culver's got to do the same things. Dig in there, screen off, offensive rebound. If he gets it kicked to an open look.
Look at this. Spins out though. 1 hop rebound to Boeheim. We're under 8. Next whistle will take him to the benches. Bounce pass. Braswell lays it in. What a pass from Dolishai.
And that kid really knows the game. Just a nice understanding of what to do. Didn't panic. Beautiful bounce pass with some heat.
Had to have it. Get it past those defenders with the quick hands.
I like the touch in the lane and then look. Nice extra.
Sherman tied at 56.
Well, there's a reason he's won almost 1,000 games. Really doing a great job attacking the zone.
Boeheim got
Going under.
Well, you can't get him down on most occasions. McBride soars for the rebound. Up ahead to Sherman, who just hit the 3 to tie it. Now,
Nice.
gets stuck. There's the man he wants to get it to, McNeil. Boy, so one end you have Boeheim, who's a sure thing, and then McNeil at the other, and same thing, they both miss.
Oh, I thought Sherman should have shot that little floater in the lane.
A long stretch without a whistle. We're 6.5. Playing for the Sweet 16. Dolezaj. He draws the foul.
Is he hurt? Holding his leg there as he went to the rim. Nice pass by him, and then a drive, Jim.
We're going to have a big-time finish here, Billy.
We sure are. The bigs on one end kicking it out to the shooters. Stretch drive, it's what it's all about. Come tournament time, why not relish it?
We saw him in pain, a little anguished at the end of that drive when he fell to the floor, and you'll see why right here. Watch the ankle. Right there on the left foot. But he's in here now, stepping up to shoot a couple of free throws.
84% free throw shooter, too. John Chaney used to do this with nobody on the free throw line all game. And a lot of guys do it late because they don't want somebody to go over the top.
Yep. The other end. So two big ones for the 2-point lead and 6 and change to go here in Indianapolis.
Once again, Boeheim's made great decisions in that lane. If they can get him a touch, he keeps the center busy, and then they flash. Good hands.
And it's going to stay at this end.
Sherman's really passed up some shots, I think. When he flashes in that lane, unless he's being told to kick and look.
You'd think he'd feel a little more comfortable and confident. He hit the tying 3 from the corner just a short while ago, but since that time he's had a couple of times when he has passed it up. Not this time. He's going to launch it. There's Boeheim able to out-battle Boeheim for the rebound.
Got to go through Dolezaj. Really makes good decisions. Nice slip.
Guerrier come back out with it.
Don't go under. Well, they can elevate now. He knows.
2-point jumper.
He knows. So smart. So smart. You think the head coach is the smartest basketball mind in that family? He's right behind them.
16 and a half. Answering right back. McBride.
Kid doesn't back off. I would go with Dolezaj inside too. Got those 4 fouls, a major issue. Once again, the ability to elevate.
Seriously.
Yep. Are you, as you would say, serious? Good.
22
Gracious.
now for the game. Again, he was 1 for 6 from the field at halftime. He's hit 7 out of 10 since the intermission. McNeil got free.
Tough shot there.
That is off Dolezaj.
But a challenge too. A little pump fake, got rid of one, but McNeil doesn't get a clean look. Look at a good cover.
To see Boeheim streaking like this in the second half. He's coming off of 31 and 30-point performances in his last 2 games. Tough pass. McBride.
Nice hesitation. That's a really good looking shot. Come up empty. That's what you need.
Quick outlet. Boeheim.
He knows again. He wants everybody out of the way because he can jump and elevate.
Shot is short. Put back Dolezaj. Second chance basket by Syracuse. Trailed briefly by 1, and now back in front by 6 at the 4-minute mark.
Boeheim's got to be the guy begging. He clears out the center for a flash. He's just hiding in the far corner. Nice pass.
It was there, and the shot is not.
Was a foul. Boeheim, I think.
Syracuse getting the loose balls here of late.
Yeah, scrapping and hustling. Come up a little short. Your partner, bad ankle at all. Dolezaj, 4 fouls. A little smile. Tooth back in place. A little joy with the Cuse.
And now thrilling drives presented by Nissan. What do you got there, Bill?
Got a little dribble drive and find and get them organized. Whether it's Gerard or the son of the Pope, able to knock it down. Buddy Well, what a nice little turnaround. Early struggle, but goodness, how about that?
Move past Jerry McNamara, who's on that bench as an assistant. For most threes through 2 games of a tournament all time, with 13 between San Diego State and now West Virginia today. This does not look like a team that finished 8th in the ACC this year.
Well, Jim said they're getting better, and I think they've addressed that center position. There's Jerry. Yep. You had a great night with him in the tournament, right?
Yeah, well, thanks to you. That was back in, what, 2014 at the Final Four, hanging out with us quite a bit.
Good kid.
Going to be a great coach.
Yep. Loves the game.
Does everything right.
A lot of this without Gerard, by the way. Matthews on him, a better match, but the switch now. He's not a three-point shooter, but he can pass.
To the corner, Braswell's wide open, that's huge.
How unselfish. Oh, you're right.
Richmond went back outside with it. He knew he was going to be challenged underneath.
Now they got to get going here.
It's an 8-0 run.
Taz, not sure what they were trying to run.
16-6 stretch. In fact, the last 6 minutes after they fell down by a point. Sherman short, and that is off West Virginia.
Things have been tough, but the extra pass. Look at that dive. Dolezaj has such a great feel. Whew, number 20 in your program. Braswell knocking him down, and the shooting coach.
He's right in his ear. He's right in his ear. Tell him how to do it.
Follow through.
Yep. Whatever he said, it worked. Don't forget, this was a team that just a couple of weeks ago, there were people saying questionable whether they make the field.
Right.
And now they're 2.5 away from the Sweet 16.
They got that mismatch they want with Buddy Boeheim. And they got it switched. Nice cut by Dolezaj.
And gives it up for the dunk.
Who got that? That's why West Virginia had to attack him on the defensive end. Provide such a lift, finding people in an unselfish fashion.
Guerrier, the man who has half the Syracuse dunks on the season, puts them up double digits. Back is Sherman. Got it.
Got to get their defense set up.
That broke a 10-point run. Richmond. That ball's tipped, and it's into the hands of Matthews. Steps to the hole. Nice move.
Occasionally. Oh, look at that. That's a violation
close.
Again. Oh, my goodness.
Very close. Dolezaj knew it, too. His foot was almost on the line, but no whistle.
Richmond, once in a while, gets carried away with those turnovers.
Minute 18 to go.
McBride.
Richmond's going to take the jumper.
How about this?
That is.
Only makes up for that turnover. I was going to say McBride is taking Boeheim out of the play. Somebody else has to knock him down.
Freshman comes up big.
Ooh.
West Virginia fighting for its season. Wanted a whistle, don't get it. Outside, this is who they want to shoot it. They need it, they got it.
How about Osaboyan again?
Yep.
Knows his game. Quick timeout.
Down to 6.
Plenty of time. Look at this. Anybody else would have got up? Why not?
No question.
Find a hot hand. Drill it. Woo, big time.
Here was what we were talking about.
A little controversial. I guess he was in.
Yeah, it was the right no call.
Wow.
But meantime, how about the call to get it down to 6 as Osaboyan decided to go back outside instead of up with it and get it into the hands of McNeil, who hit his 7th 3 of this game to bring it to a 6-point margin.
And Osaboyan on the ball, great hands, deflects the ball. He has provided a terrific lift for this club. Got to make sure you step through the ball. They're going for the home run.
We stay back here with Dolezaj. Osaboyan defending. They only have 5 fouls so far. Oh, Syracuse.
Osaboyan again in the mix.
Turns it over. Now they'll check in really quickly. McNeil.
I didn't see a deflection, did you?
I did not. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
We're not going to come over to the monitor. No need to.
It's got to be 2 or more involved, too.
McBride splits, comes flying through.
What a pass. What do you think?
Matthews.
They are right there.
Give him an assist. Why not?
Absolutely. Got to work to get free. Everybody's standing still.
41 seconds. Gerard back on the floor. He's fouled by McNeil.
Stretch the game out. This kid, 78% free throw shooter. Goes to have fouls to give.
Coming in now. The Mountaineers bring in Johnson. And again, they have foul to give, so they'll be with the next one a 1-and-1. We're going to have a timeout first, called by Boeheim. 72-68. Hold on. We got to punch a ticket to the Sweet 16 here shortly. Syracuse called that timeout.
Set up to press offense, really pressure release. Who are you going to try and go through? Who are you going to screen off? Step through, be tough with the basketball.
And who do you want to put the ball in the hands of? Well, because the next foul's a 1-on-1.
Well, Gerard, obviously.
Yep.
And of course, Buddy Boeheim's another, but they've been vacating Buddy for the deep look. I don't think they're going to throw the home run pass, but the key guy is the inbound passer. And they've got their guy who's got a great feel for the game, Boeheim, making the decision.
He added about a half a second on the clock.
So Boeheim will trap whoever gets the ball.
4 Syracuse players in the backcourt with 1 break. Looking for help.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, tap back to Dolezaj.
A perfect trap. They got to look up the floor. You got to hurry.
Timeout called. That's the last one.
Yeah. And nobody looking up. Nobody posted up.
It was not easy. Just a reset in this last minute. Syracuse led by 9 with 54 seconds to go. And now it's down to 4 at 32 seconds.
And no timeouts. It'll be a spot inbound. Big thing is screening and stepping back to the ball. We're going to vacate some people. And once you get in, you've got to get a post-up guy and look up the floor.
Again, it's hard to get it in.
It was a perfect trap.
Braswell, now they got 2
no timeouts. They got a jump ball.
And it's staying with Syracuse on the held ball.
And nobody really moving to an open area. You got to try and get it to the center of the floor. You got the sideline, the baseline, as 2 extra guys.
But they keep possession. That took 4 seconds off the clock. Jim Boeheim's going to bring in Richmond.
And they've been stepping and going deep. Takes a lot of courage. You got to make sure there's distance between the defender and the receiver.
Going to take out Braswell, who got stuck in the corner, and bring in Kadari Richmond. 28 seconds left. Here's Richmond. Freshman gets out of trouble and able to squeeze it over to Guerrier. And Boeheim is fouled by McBride. At the 21-second mark, it'll be a 1-and-1.
88% free throw shooter. Boy, that was close to that sideline. They just couldn't seal the deal. Get a foot on that sideline. Just overplayed the trap. And very lucky to come up with this.
22, Sean McNeil back in. On the 20, Robert Braswell for Syracuse. 35, Buddy Boeheim at the free throw line.
Well, he looks really relaxed on that line, doesn't he?
He does.
Confident.
When you have that stroke, why wouldn't you be?
No question.
Jackson Thomas, Buddy Boeheim hits the first.
And nobody on the line for Syracuse, as they've done all game, but not giving up a cheap foul, trying to offensive rebound.
No problem. Gets him Bo.
Got to go quick.
Still 2-possession game.
And go to the rim, too, for that reason. You don't need a 3. You missed a 3, the game's over. There you go.
Sherman, they give it to him. They give him the open lane at the 13.9 mark.
And they get the timeout.
74-70 has been a good one throughout. Can West Virginia force something here? Syracuse has struggled mightily, Bill, trying to get the ball inbounds.
Yeah, part of it is they have too many people down here, Jim. I think you've got to have less people, maybe 2, and have the other 2 down. give you a little more open court to cut and post up.
Well, they're going to set up the same way again. It brings a lot of bodies into play.
They may run 2 out of there, though. But you've got to screen and then step to the ball. So you've got 2 options as the inbounder.
Remember, if he gets stuck, he's got no timeouts inbounding the ball. Can run that baseline and gets it to Girard.
And a little giveaway. Maybe that's Boeheim, that's it.
Boeheim's going to foul out, and it'll be a 1-on-1 for Girard at the other end.
Oh, no, they didn't give it to him.
No?
No.
It's going Sherman instead.
You go from 88% to 78%.
Well, there's no wonder this kid has such a good basketball sense. His father, Joe Jr., played for John Boeheim in high school at Lemoyne. 1-on-1, and he missed the front end. Can the Mountaineers get something here quickly? With 10 seconds to go. McBride to Matthews. Boeheim gets in there with 4.3 seconds at a timeout.
They got a chance.
Back for what could be a chaotic 4.5 seconds to go. Off the Girard miss, here's what they did. They took it to the hole.
And they knew the numbers, too. Even numbers go to the rim. And Boeheim, not known for his technique at the rim, finishes the deal. This is the ideal thing now is to get a 5-second call. See if they go big on the ball. And it's been a dilemma, not cutting sharply, getting flat for the entry pass.
A 9-2 Mountaineer rally here since the 54-second mark. 9-2 to mount this furious comeback. They're still too short. Can they make a play, though, and have a chance?
And Dolajai's got to get it to the first logical receiver. You may not got a chance on the second one. Big hands on the inbounder. And once again, all the orange on one end. Got to vacate.
Dolajai, bounce pass inbounds. Ball nearly stolen.
A kick.
Yep. 3.1.
Well, they are living in that Death Valley corner.
Yep.
Goodness.
Trying to find a way to expire 3.1 seconds. West Virginia trying to come up with the play of the year. There you go, Dolajai. In trouble. Pass. A foul is called.
The right call. You may not like it.
Had it been a tie up the arrows with the Mountaineers, but it's a foul instead.
Adrian Johnson with the gamble. That is a great jumping of that passing lane, too. That's up for grabs. And you can see just a little bit late. And your point about the
had they called it the other way.
Absolutely.
Had they called it a held ball, that would have been West Virginia possession. Instead, free throws at this end. Again, 1-and-1 with 2.2 seconds to go. No timeouts.
Goodness, you want him shooting for sides in the park.
I haven't shooting for anything.
Now this one takes care of business.
This would end it.
Yeah, that's it.
2.2 seconds. McBride.
He walked. He did.
He did walk.
I'll tell you what, Jim Boeheim's won a lot of games. Did you see them jump trap that? I mean, goodness, we talked about vacating everybody, but look at this jump trap. And this is a great, great college player. Deuce McBride, and
it's over.
Boeheimer. Goodness.
How sweet it is for Syracuse, Bill.
Never count them or him out. 2 buddies at the half court, chatting away.
Borderline tournament team as Selection Sunday was approaching. There were some who said they still had to do a little bit more with a week to 10 days out, but look at this now.
Never count them out.
Never.
They are just so well coached and schooled. Oh.
Extended stay in Indianapolis.
How about that?
We'll take on the winner of Rutgers, Houston, with the Cougars up early in that game. For Bill and Tracy, Jim Nance saying so long from Indianapolis.